Trump appeared to freak out a little bit in advance of his first meeting with his probation officer, sending this absolutely deranged fundraising message saying, "I'm living the American nightmare." No, sir, the American nightmare is Cody Rhodes, WWE Universal Champion. But anyway, he says, "Can you believe this, capital F friend?" They didn't even auto-insert the name. They didn't even care enough to do that in their templated email. "I'm actually about to speak to a probation officer after my rigged conviction. My only crime, putting the American people ahead of the communists, Marxists, and fascists that want to see our country destroyed." Well, that and bank fraud. There's also document fraud, and there's been a lot of other crimes alleged. We're trying to move forward on those. I wouldn't say your only crime. It's one of the crimes, yes. But anyway, I love the idea that he's putting the American people before the fascists. Many of those fascists are big supporters of his. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the Damage Report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you. But the idea there was, oh my God, I have to meet with my probation officer. It's gonna be a nightmare. But it wasn't a nightmare, actually. It was kind of much ado about nothing. So he completed his mandatory pre-sentencing interview yesterday after less than 30 minutes of routine, uneventful questions and answers, according to a person familiar with the matter talking to the AP. Now, typically, people convicted of crimes in New York meet with probation officials face to face for their required pre-sentence interviews and aren't allowed to have lawyers with them. After Todd Blanche balked about Trump being made to answer questions alone, the judge granted the defense lawyer permission to sit in on Trump's interview, which is so weird because the judge is literally the devil and he's super conflicted, and yet he keeps giving Trump what he wants. So anyway, Trump wasn't under oath during the meeting. That's normal, that's fine, that's for everyone. But he did it remotely from Mar-a-Lago. He did it with his lawyer next to him, consulting him. And it was done super fast, even though he obviously is an exceptional case. That has struck a lot of people as odd. Now, there are defenders saying that this is not super out of the ordinary, but again, he and his case are out of the ordinary. So Sabrina, it seems weird to me. Maybe I have Trump derangement syndrome. What do you think?
I just love these emails that he sends out, like living the American nightmare. Like honestly, whoever was on that writing team, like that's cute, that's clever, that's so silly. This is the former president of the United States. Like they always send out like really terrible emails like this, but this one's kind of funny. And you're right, yeah, the fascists, those are the people on his side. So I don't know what he's talking about, but I think it's a little just anticlimactic though, because nothing is going to happen. Like, cool, he has a probation officer assigned to him. That's probably something we didn't expect to see. But nothing's gonna happen to him. It's still kind of disappointing. So that's it, just disappointed.
You know what I would like, and this might disappoint you were it to happen. The people receiving that email, or Trump, I'll say both. I want them to define communists, Marxists, and fascists. Just, I'm not saying in depth, I'm not saying write a dissertation or anything, but like, give me 400 words each on those things, and I would love to know what they think those words mean. But anyway, yeah, it proved to be almost nothing. Public defenders in New York criticized it. They said there were special arrangements. They're saying the probation department should ensure that all New Yorkers, regardless of whether they're billionaires or not, be treated the same. A spokesperson for Mayor Eric Adams' office said that there was not special treatment. Trump was no exception. He's being treated the same as any defendant convicted of a crime. Again, he was allowed to have his lawyer there. And look, I don't even particularly care. For me, I almost like that they let the lawyer be there, because the lawyer was there because the lawyer needed to be there. Donald Trump needs to be handled. Donald Trump knows that. His lawyers know that even better than he does, okay? He cannot actually be responsible for himself, and they all get that. That's why, by the way, and we'll talk about this more on tomorrow's show, but there is already whisperings of him pulling out of the debate on the 27th. Sean Hannity, we'll play the tape tomorrow, is already like, would it be the worst idea if he were to not do it? You know, but only because Biden would be jacked up on coke or something. They know that the guy doesn't have it anymore and he needs to be handled. And that's why Todd Blanche won't leave his side. But anyway, I do want to get your thoughts, Sabrina, because I'm not sure that we've talked since the verdict. We are waiting for the actual sentencing that's going to happen in a couple of weeks. I believe it's the 11th of July. And so he could face up to 4 years in prison. He could get probation. He could get fines. What do you think at this point? What does your gut say is the most likely result?
Yes, just technically the probation, if it's even going to be like heavily enforced. I don't think so. It would be interesting though if this did affect the debate that's coming up with Trump and Biden. Like if for whatever reason they pull Trump out of it, I wonder if they're just going to turn it into a town hall for Biden. Like what's going to happen? Because I know at the very least the first debate is something that a lot of people are, kind of excited for. So I wonder what would happen if they really pull him out.
Yeah, and I'll give my thoughts more on tomorrow's show. A lot of people are saying there's no way he'll debate. I don't think there is no way he'll debate, but I love the on the right where they're like, maybe he should. It exposes so much about what they actually think about him and how strong he supposedly is and all that. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.